Hey guys, I have a side project here. Basically, I have a EAS electronic anti-theft system which detects tags on bottles. If it leaves, you see this in like retail stores all over the place. Basically, what it does is that if a customer walks out with something, then it triggers a alarm to go off with lights and sound. I wanted to harvest this data to figure out, like, if I'm not here, how often does these alarms go off. So that's when I decided to use Arduino to build something that would basically get the signal and then send it somewhere to log it into a text file, a database, or somewhere along the way. So I use a multimeter. Open up that EAS system. There's screws on the bottom. You see like 4 holes on the bottom there, and the plastic gray cover. Basically, I found the wires that actually has some sort of signal. At that point, I'm able to just splice into it and bring it back out into a wire, which I then use a voltage divider to drop the voltage down to like an acceptable range by my esp32. I'm using esp32 because this has a built-in Wi-Fi. So the sketch is pretty simple. Obviously, I did the work to connect it to a Wi-Fi and everything else. Then at that point, if the signal is, if the voltage is greater than 3 volts or less than 3 volts, I won't do anything. But if it is greater than 3 volts, I will make a HTTPS call to the web API that I have out there, which would log it into a SQL database. So the SQL database I have is it's a database that I have, but the table is EAS logs. So you see there's a couple entries that I took from my testing earlier. So like 4 rows right here. However, let's come back over here. If I were to clear this serial output, and I will use the tags to trigger an alarm. You'll see that it will. Yep, that's like HTTPS begin and HTTPS post, and I got 200 back. The reason I'm waiting 8 seconds is because the voltage is constant, and the loop by the Arduino is constantly looping. I don't want to cost myself a denial of service by having it to post like a couple thousand times within a second. Anyways, so that's that. Now if I were to come back to my database here and do another select statement, I should have a minimum of 5 rows here. Yep, 5 rows. The last entry should be number ID 17 at 11:14. Yeah, 11:14 a.m. Local time, CST time. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this short, brief video. I'll post some more details about how to do the web API plus HTTPS call plus the wiring diagram if you guys like. But basically, there's a VP pin and ground pin, and then on the voltage divider, the negative goes to the ground on the Arduino on the SP. The positive goes to the VP pin on the ESP32. That's it. Thanks.